In this episode, we got a lot of progress finally. Got the outdoor shower done. I got most of the interior kind of buttoned up so it's usable, comfortable. Um, Show you my idea of the storage box and see what feedback is. These are the interior panels. These are covering the wires and the extrusions. Luckily, a friend helped me make them. I was just prepping them for paint, sanding them down. Wood filler is a beautiful thing. It was quite a bit of work. I never posted the final result of the tire carrier that Ian from Wheel Every Weekend built. I used a Max Y-strap, which is the same one the trophy trucks use. I figure if it holds their tires doing 100 miles an hour through the desert, it's going to hold this one. It's nice and secure, so you can see the windows protected, and there's plenty of room on that side of the wall as well. All in all, super stout product and super happy with it. I think I've shown you this before. That's my hidden shore power. Works pretty well. Love these turn overland windows. For how much they cost, they're absolutely just friggin' amazing. The one thing I actually really liked about my four-wheel camper was the outdoor shower port. It took a while, but I sourced it. It's a Bullfinch. I'll link to that below. As you can see, super easy to use. Boom. Hot water, pops right off, closes it, done. Actually works amazingly well for how simple it is. A lot of people, damn near everybody's asked me what I'm doing for a gray tank. So what I'm doing is right here, see that angle up there? It's about 40 degrees. It's going to come down. It's going to go over here. It's going to tie into that. It's going to look like a toolbox. So it's not really going to be a toolbox, but it's going to look like one, and that's going to be my gray tank. The challenge I'm having is finding spots here to route the drain from my sink and my shower, my indoor shower. Because of the subframe, the fuel lines, a whole bunch of other stuff, it's making this a bit more complicated than I expected. It won't be a big deal, just going to take some engineering and thought. But pretty low on the priority list at this point. The other storage, this is going to be a box. It's going to go almost a whole width, similar to Earth Roamer. It's only going to be about 18, 20 inches tall. That way, it's only going to be about 6-7 inches deep, so it the bumper still protects it. If I ever get rear-ended, the box is protected. Be another box there. My biggest box is going to be right here in this void. That support brace is going to come out, and that's going to be oops, looked like I didn't mute this one. Oh well. This is old. That's already been nixed. That didn't work out as planned. But you get the idea. There's going to be a hatch there. You'll see later in the video. It's the microwave box. Requires a box to be installed. It's kind of a funky install, but super happy with it. All right, so this is the power panel. This took quite a bit of work. It's all Blue Seas products, except for the Victron remote control, obviously, the multi-control thing. Got my voltmeter. 110 is on the right. And 120, whatever you want to call it. 6 to 1, half dozen the other. Get everything properly labeled. I am going to be running my engine block heater, you see right there. I'll be able to operate it from inside. Standard plug. Charge all my stuff without crawling into the camper. Just reaching the door if I'm hanging out outside. It's pretty straightforward stuff. Another look. These are the cabinets. Going to redo the face of them. I'm not really keen on how they came out. The wood worked great at first, but it's kind of chintzy. Probably going to go with 3/4 instead of 1/2 inch. But those little storage boxes I found on Amazon are perfect. Keep all the smaller bits from flying around. Those are the Southco tension latches that are holding the thing up, so I don't need any of those fancy gas struts. The hinges work out awesome. Super easy to install. Little catch right there is totally adjustable. All that's obviously going to be cleaned up. It's just a mess for right now. All the wiring. You can see that's the box we had to build from the microwave. Huge help. Huge thanks to my friend Mike for the help building that. It was quite an ordeal. Again, that butcher block is going to be extended. I'm going to get another one and put it over the fridge on a hinge. I got that for storage underneath. All right, more progress. Finally got the Airhead toilet all plumbed in. Need a longer hose. It's not here yet. One thing about this is it needs a constant fan, so that fan always has to run for the decomposting to work. So I just tied into the wiring I already had. It's obviously going to be hidden at some point. But yeah, pretty bummed the hose wasn't long enough to route it cleanly, so right now it's just dangling there. Pretty happy with this little idea. The void behind the seat is going to be my Keurig coffee maker. I know everyone has their opinions on these. I will not be using the plastic pods. I'll be using the refillable one. It's just way easier than a standard coffee pot, and it gets hidden there, and it's hard mounted. Another look at the power panel. All right, see more progress. I've already showed you those. Now with some paint and some cushions, everything's looking good. I got a place to sit. Again, with the microwave, I've already tested this thing. I absolutely love it. Probably my favorite thing so far. It's a High Point. Bought it at Rec Pro. I'll put the link below. Also got the cushions there. This is going to be the second variation of that storage area. It's going to be on a cleaner, better hinge. But that's going to be painted and whatnot once I find the right hinge. Big blue square is obviously the window. I've been waiting to get my exact seating position before I put it. It's the Victron Serbo touchscreen. Mounted it right here. You can see what's going on. My favorite things about this is I can monitor the water level. That was pretty huge right there. And that's pretty dang accurate from what I can tell. So pretty happy with this. It also hid my solar wires because I had to put them through the roof about 6 inches inward to clear everything up top. So that's where they went. This I'm kind of bummed about. This is the shore power breaker. Problem is I didn't take into account the depth of it. So I had to step it out and make that little plate. It's obviously going to be removed and painted black eventually. And this is all going to be cleaned up with a bunch of cabinets. I was originally going to have the microwave up top, but putting it down there, I can just have that, a whole ton of cabinets. I cut the extrusion back. So that's going to be the cabinets whenever I get the extrusions. Love the 8020, but their wait time's a little ridiculous. Still working on the other side of the dinette seat. It's going to be on a hinge. Right now it's hard mounted until I can get that face on the sides to hold everything in place for integrity. Then the bottom of the seat is going to flip up for another storage area. Still work in progress. That's going to be my big window. Going with the turnoverland one again. What else? There's the dimmable light switch. It's going to be moved a little bit. That's going to be a slide out drawer that I can access. Love that cubby hole in the door. That's where I put all my empty trash bags. Overall, it's coming along. Pretty stoked. Next episode, I should have everything cleaned up and it should look a bit more professional. it's always work in progress.